Or the whole Gumby.
Gumby?
We don't need no iron no more.
Shall I say real tuna? Where it ain't?
Hey, real tone, it's some real money in the room.
We need to, we working.
Terry Brazier, on gang, bare knuckle champion. Y'all look out for him. He gonna whoop some ass on my mama. That's the gang bang. Real life.
Speaking of gangbang, Munchie B, the mayor of Inglewood, B team captain, Munchie B.
Why you? What about Grove? What about Grove, bro? God damn, y'all is messy on this internet, bro.
Well, he brought you up.
Bro, if you a clown, bro, and you got a real ninja in your corner, it's supposed to be Gumby. He's supposed to be pumping the brakes on certain things, and he not because Gumby want to be famous also. So he condone in the stupid shit, and I've been trying to like refrain, but the shit is weird. You know,
He brought me up for what? What I do?
Bring up some charges.
Some charges.
Yeah. Said you were so focused on the content that you'll indulge in goofy activity. He was specifically referring to content that you do with 607 on. I've also seen you do, content with Kunta back and forth. Just things that, where y'all might be playing on the internet is people's real lives. Like it's some serious stuff going on.
First and foremost, everything you see me sound this I really mean. I don't play on the internet. That's what these do. That's why everybody be talking about pressing this, that. No, because you're not going to play with me on this. Not nobody. So let's get that straight, foremost and foremost. I don't play on the internet, first and foremost. Whatever 607 got going on, he got going on, right? We not connected at the hip. So if Munchie B got something to say to that nigga, say it to that nigga, bro. Whatever you got to say to me, say it to me. Don't compare me or don't even play with me like that. We don't even play like that, bro. Like, all this shit that everybody else got going on the internet, that's not me. That's not me. When him and Smack was indulging in the whole, I don't play like that. I don't need to. So let's get that shit straight first and foremost. Just the antics, the internet antics. I don't even play with that. I don't even play like that. Period. So let's get that right out front. Whatever the f Groove talking about, I don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? We can pinpoint all the shit that he do if you really want to. That ain't up for me to do. I'm not here to judge nobody. I don't got nothing against that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why my name's constantly in his mouth. He got other talking about they can play with his booty with peanut butter. That's his fight, not me. I ain't got no issue. I wasn't there. I actually defended the young man.
So, just to provide more clarity, because I don't think Munchie B was saying it in an attacking way per se, but he was more so saying like you was a real one, and you're around goofy energy. Like you should be correcting it, but it's like you indulge in it.
If you hadn't noticed, anytime 607 uncle's around me, he don't play all the extra games. He don't do what he do to y'all. I hold each man accountable for everything that come out your mouth. Every deed that you do. So I'm not even familiar with what he talking about. What it really is that he's still mad because the nigga said Hoover blank. You know what I'm saying? He's still mad about that.
Remove her.
He's mad about that. And this is why he's attacking him. And I guess everybody around him or whatever, but I don't give a f. I fight him, shoot him, do whatever you gonna do to him. Like, that got to do with me.
You feel like he's kind of, for lack of a better comparison, like on some Kunta, to where he feels a type of way about a situation that happened during the content, and now he's getting his backlash on the internet.
Of course. Like the situation with Kunta, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I never really. I got a video coming out, you know what I'm saying, because he called this big homie on me. Duke, called Duke on me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep saying the name Duke for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it because us as older people in our community that have any type of influence, we have a due obligation to our community to do what's right. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel that, you know what I'm saying, people are not doing their just dues. That's my whole point with that. Now, in regards to Kunta, I mean, What can I say? Like, I want him to get his views up. Coach is not a bad person. Like I said before, I don't really dislike anybody in Fort Worth or anything like that. I just know that you guys are misled. You know what I mean?
Well, I want to since we're on the topic, I did get a call from one of my sources. He hasn't stepped in front, so I can't just say his name. However, very respected Crip from the south side of Fort Worth.
He's
and,
mobile?
No. However,
okay, however, what? If
I
he's not
told
from Hoover,
him- I
if
told
he's not
him-
from Hoover, I don't want to hear nothing nobody else. If you ain't from Hoover, mind y'all business. I keep telling you this.
well, let me.
I can no that. What we
Because
talking about?
I told him exactly what you would say. He's like, I don't do. I let him know, first off, I don't pass messages. Secondly,
You niggas is hard.
Gumby is gonna, he's not. But here's the catch-22 in what you said. You said that L.A. Run has an influence
Undo.
undo over the Hoovers, but then you said all the Crips. And so he called in specifically to clarify some things. And I just want to relay the
But
message
that's
since you
all
brought it
Crip
up.
business, and I don't really. That's not really. I'll indulge you if you need me to, but my whole thing is this
Well-
right. Wait, listen. I don't want anybody to get anything mixed up. I'm only here on official community business. I don't give a about what the rest of the Crips is doing, what the Bloods is doing, what the Muslims is doing, what the Cowboys is doing, what the prostitutes is doing. I don't care. I don't care because we have a situation here in our community that we need to deal with. I don't give a about who started what out here. I don't give a I'm only here to talk to my community. That's it.
Just to clarify and understand.
That's clear, right?
Overstood. That's overstood, right? And because I wasn't talking about either. Mine was more about the drug trade. So, L.A. Run, according to this person, one of the original day ones out of Fort Worth, he didn't have an influence on they Crip. And if he did, you'd see more East Coasts. You don't see that. He did have, cheap work. You know what I'm saying? He was known for that, but he didn't have a influence like everybody has some. You could get at that time. You can get it from anywhere. He was just one of the people. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really think this is like the early '80s and such. I'm saying I was actually.
So he didn't have an influence.
No, that's
they were
definitely
told.
not true.
Yeah.
Like I was out here in the '80s, from '87 to '89. I was out here in Toledo, Louisiana, on Hoover. So I know the impact that drugs and the drug dealers that came down here had. And it wasn't no flood of out here that had birds. So that's definitely not accurate. If he had any type of situation to where he was in Fort Worth, anybody, any person, not just L.A. Ron, I'm not even speaking about him because I don't know his history. I don't know. Like I said, I stay to my business, but we're talking about whoever. If I was a drug dealer in the 80s and I came out here, mind you, back then, rent was dirt cheap. And I'm making $2,000 or $3,000 a day. And I'm employing a whole community. You think I don't have no say-so about what goes on there? Now, you have to ask whoever the powers that would be why there aren't any East Coasters or any of that nature. That's all Crip business. I don't care about it. I'm speaking about my homeboys. You know what I mean? The people that's from our community. You know what I mean? And I understand the influence that this individual had on these people. Notice every time he speak, he got them around him. That's mocking. That's like thumbing his nose at us. And like me, I'm a little homie. You right? He said, that ain't even the big Gumby. I'm the little Gumby. I'm the only one that's living and breathing since I was 10. My brother got killed when he was 15, so you couldn't possibly be talking about him. I'm the one that they speaking about, bro. I don't really have too much to say about anybody other than my community. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He did what he could do in the drug trade. He's no longer in that business. I understand, you know what I'm saying? And, everybody do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? If I had to manipulate a nation to make $1 billion, you niggas would be... You know what I mean? That's just in the sake of the drug trade and the profit. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing is supposed to stand in the way of the profit of a drug dealer. So he don't give a fuck about if they was correct in their aspirations to be Hoover Gangster Crips or not. The Hoover Gangster Crips wasn't providing any type of self-sustaining means for them to make a living on. So who the fuck they gonna live? Who the fuck they gonna listen to? Drugs have manipulated our community in a whole lot of different ways. You know what I mean? It just is what it is.
Well, the whole Gumby. I don't want to talk about none of these niggas. You know who I am? I'm Hoover Gumby though. Hoover on.